to do this? All right. So let's start in child's pose. Bring the knees wide on the mat. Bring the toes to touch. Walk the hands long. Reach through the fingertips. Press the forehead and the chest down toward the floor. Inhale through the nose, fill all the way up. Exhale, let it go through the mouth. One more inhale through the nose. Exhale, open mouth. Let it go. Let's find our Ujjayi breath, inhaling and exhaling through the nose. Make each breath a little bit longer and fuller, letting the belly fill up and fall between the legs on the inhale. And as we exhale, drawing belly button back towards spine, contracting our core. One more. Keep the right arm extended and slide the left arm underneath the right. Come on to left shoulder and left ear, stretching through the back side of the shoulder. Take one breath here. And then extend the left arm long on the mat. Slide the right arm underneath the left. Come on to right shoulder and right ear. One full breath here. And extend the right arm long. Let's stretch through the sides. So walk the hands to the right. Really actively reach through those left fingertips and press back through the left hip. Breathe into your left ribs. Walk the hands back through center and to the left. Reach through right fingertips. Inhale into right ribs. And then walk the hands back through center. Press back one more time to lengthen through the spine, and then come up into tabletop position. Wrists underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips. 3 cat-cows. Inhale, drop the belly, lift through the crown of the head. Lift through the tailbone. Exhale, round, lift and separate shoulder blades. Inhale. Make the movement match the pace of your breath. The exhale is cat. Last time the inhale is cow. And our exhale brings us to cat. Come back to tabletop position. And then on the next inhale, extend the right arm forward, left leg back, coming into spinal balance. Let's just warm up the core. So inhale here, exhale round, elbow to knee like you're doing cat pose. Squeeze it in tight, inhale, extend, spinal balance. Exhale, round, elbow to knee. Last one, inhale, extend, spinal balance. Exhale, round, elbow to knee. And then come back to tabletop position. We'll switch sides. Inhale the left arm forward, right leg back, bicep by the ear, 2 hips in one line. Inhale here. Exhale, round, elbow to knee. And 2 more with your breath. Inhale, extend. Exhale, round. Make contact if you can. Inhale, last time, extend. Exhale, elbow to knee. And make your way back to tabletop position. From here, let's tuck the toes under, lift the hips high up and back, come into downward facing dog. In downward facing dog, start to pedal the feet. You can bend and straighten each leg. Can release the hips side to side. Press firmly into the palms of the hands and the finger pads. Lift through the forearms. Roll biceps toward the ears, broadening through the back. And then press those heels to the floor. Even if they don't touch, start to press the heels toward the outer edges of the mat without moving them, broadening through sitting bones. Inner thighs rotate in. Take one more breath here. Exhale, let it go. I'm going to do 5 rounds of Sun Salutations to warm up. Look toward the hands, walk the feet to the front of the mat. Exhale, release to forward fold. On the next inhale, rise up to tall mountain. As we exhale, swan dive with a flat back, reach through the fingertips, come all the way down, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, monkey. Exhale, forward fold. Plant the hands, step back to plank pose. Exhale, chaturanga, shift forward, elbows stay in, come halfway down, hover, flip over on the toes. Inhale, upward facing dog, and exhale, back to downward facing dog. One more breath. Exhale, let it go. Inhale, step or float to the front of the mat. Exhale, release to a forward fold. Inhale, rise high, tall mountain. And exhale, right back to forward fold. Hinging at the hips, come down with a flat back. Inhale, halfway lift monkey, and this time, exhale, right to chaturanga. Step or float back, come halfway or all the way down. The inhale brings us to cobra pose or upward facing dog. Exhale, back to downward facing dog. One breath. Exhale, let it go. Inhale, step or float to the front of the mat. Exhale, forward fold. Rise high, tall mountain. Exhale, swan dive, forward fold. Monkey, inhale. Chaturanga, exhale. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. One breath. Look forward, step or float to the front of the mat. Forward fold, exhale. Inhale, tall mountain. And exhale, forward fold. Uttanasana. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, Chaturanga, Dandasana. Up dog, inhale. Down dog, exhale, one breath. Let's do one more time through. Inhale, step or float forward. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise high, tall mountain. Exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift, inhale. And chaturanga, exhale. Up dog, inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog. One more breath. Take some hamstring and shoulder stretches. Inhale the right leg high. Exhale, knee to nose, make contact. And two more times. Inhale, right leg high, three-legged dog. Exhale, round. Last time, inhale, right leg high. Exhale, knee to nose. Now step through, low lunge. Start to straighten through the right leg, forward fold over the right leg. Right hip comes back in line with left hip. Pull it back, left hip forward. One more breath in this hamstring stretch, extended pyramid pose. And then return to low lunge. Inhale, rise up to crescent lunge. We'll take chest expansion behind the back, yoga mudra. Interlace the fingers, press the fists down, open and lift through the chest. And then come all the way forward so we're resting the torso over the right thigh. Start to press the palms of the hands toward one another. Lift them either up off the back or up over the head, stretching through our shoulders. And then inhale, come all the way back up, crescent lunge. And this time exhale, cactus the arms, dip the knee, lift the chest, maybe lift the gaze. Come all the way back up, crescent lunge, and release, low lunge. Step back, plank pose, inhale. Chaturanga, exhale. Up dog, inhale. Down dog, exhale. And let's take those stretches on the other side. So inhale the left leg high. Knee to nose. Contract the core. Three-legged dog is your inhale. Exhale, knee to nose. Last time, three-legged dog, inhale. Knee to nose first, then step through, low lunge. Extended pyramid pose, straighten through the left leg. Forward fold over the left leg. Pull left hip back, right hip forward, so two hips are in one line. Press that right heel toward the floor. Let the head be heavy. Last breath. And release, low lunge. Get that knee stacked right over the ankle and then rise up to crescent lunge. And take yoga mudra on this side. So hands behind the back, interlace the fingers. Press the fists down the back of the leg, lift through the chest, maybe lift the gaze, and then hinge forward, rest the torso on the top of the left thigh. Press those fists up off the back or up over the back of the head. One more breath here, press those palms together, and then rise up all the way back to crescent lunge. Release the hands on the way. Cactus arms, dip the leg, dip the knee down toward the floor, maybe lift the gaze, come all the way back up, and release. Step back, plank pose, inhale, chaturanga, exhale, up dog, inhale, down dog, exhale. One breath, exhale, let it go. Lift those heels, step or float to the front of the mat, and then take the weights into the hands. Bring the feet to hip distance apart, spread those toes nice and wide. Bring weights to the heart and sink down into our chair. Shoulders away from the ears, press those weights together. Press into your heels so we can lift the toes. And then on the inhale, shoulder press, weights through shoulders, lift them all the way up. And then we're gonna bring those weights back through the shoulders, come all the way down, tap them to the floor. Good. Shoulder press and release. And this is 7 and 6 and 5 and 4, last 3 and 2, good, and 1. Weights back to your heart, sink low into your chair. Bring the weight heads to touch in front of us, soft bend in the elbows, good, and then weights reach back, touch behind, and forward. This is 7 and 6, 5 and 4, last 3 and 2 and 1. Bring your weights to your heart, hang in there, and pulse. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Burning in the legs. And come up to a halfway lift. Pause here. Reach the arms off to the side. Extend through the fingertips. Get the torso parallel to the floor. Shoulders away from the ears. One more breath. Rise all the way up to tall mountain with a flat back. And then exhale, come down, forward fold. Halfway lift, monkey. Forward fold. Now plant the hands. Step the feet back to plank position. You're going to hold here in plank for 1 minute. So find really nice alignment here. Spread those fingers wide. Press into the palms of the hands. Lift up out of the shoulders. Head is in line with the spine. Nice long line all the way back to the heels. Tighten up through the quads. Now draw the tailbone down. Pubic bone toward the face. Nice short front line of the body. Continue to breathe. Keep the breath steady and flowing. Modification, of course, is always to come down to the knees, even if you need to do that for a quick rest. We're more than halfway there. Even while we feel tension in the body, keep the face nice and soft. Keep the gaze soft. You can maybe even close your eyes. Ten more seconds. Recommit for the last 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Nice way to warm up the core and the arms. Take 2 more breaths here. Last inhale. Exhale, let it go. Right leg high, inhale. Step through, low lunge, exhale. Just take 1 weight into your hands. Come upright. Okay, we're going to extend that weight forward, and then we're going to bring that left knee to touch the weight. Pull it back and extend. Good. Tap, tap, really extend. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come all the way down, low lunge. Take the other weight into your hand, and then rise up through crescent lunge. Good, let's find airplane lunge. So we'll hinge forward, torso at 45. Weights come back behind us. then let's bring the weights down toward the floor. Elbows straight up. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rise all the way up, crescent lunge. Good. Hands through the shoulders. Open up to warrior 2. Back heel plants on the floor. Shoulders and hips open to the side. Hold here. Okay, we're going to come into reverse warrior. Right arm is going to come up and back. Left arm is going to come down, but lift that left hand off the leg. Good. Stay low in that right knee. And then we're going to take right elbow toward right knee and extend that left arm forward. Good. And then back. Right. Good. So don't let that left hand touch the back leg. Good. And this is 3. And this is 2. And 1. Come through center. Toes point out, heels point in. Rise up to 5-pointed star. Bring hands to the heart. Sink into your squat. All right, weights are going to come behind the thighs. Palms are going to face in. Good. We're going to shift to the right. And then shift to the left. All right, now isolate your obliques. So your obliques are making this happen. So lift and lower. Through center to the left. To the right. To the left. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come back through center. Rise up, 5-pointed star. Okay, we're going to come down, cross the hands into a squat. Good. And then back up, and then we'll cross in the opposite direction. Left hand in front. Good. All right. And lift and lower. Lift, lower. Seven, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Sink low, hold here, and pulse. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stay low, pulse the knees out, out, out. Might not even be able to see it. Getting into the glutes. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Forward fold, bring the heels behind the toes. Come all the way down and walk your weights toward the front of your mat. Release to low lunge, release your weights. Step back, plank, hold here. All right, right leg first, tap it out, left. Good, tap, tap, tap. And this is 5, and 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Chaturanga. Up dog, inhale. Down dog, exhale. 2 more breaths. Last one. Left leg lifts. Step through low lunge. Take the weights into the hands. Rise up, crescent lunge. Inhale. Airplane lunge, exhale. Hold here and pulse the weights together. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Weights to the floor. Fists face toward the front of the mat. Good. Come up, lift the weights. We're going to bring those elbows wide this time. Squeeze your shoulder blades. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rise up, crescent lunge. Good, open up, warrior two. Hold here for 2 more breaths. Draw the tailbone down, left knee toward left pinky toe, strong back leg. All right, right hand down the back leg, left arm up and back. Lift that weight off the leg, and then bring that elbow to touch the left knee. Right arm extends forward. All right, let's go. Back and extend. Back. And this is 7. And 6. And 5. 4. 3. Last 2. 1. Extend, hands to your heart. 5-pointed star. Rise up. Hands back to your heart, sink low. Lift your right heel off the floor for 3, 2, 1. Switch it out, left heel for 3, 2, 1. Both heels for 3, 2, 1, and pulse. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Heels behind your toes. Release. Hold here. You can take the hands toward the ankles, forehead toward the floor, crown of the head toward the floor. Nice loose neck. 1 more breath. Without your weights, rise all the way up. Shorten your stance a little bit. And we're on the clock for 30 seconds. Jumping jacks and go. Get that heart rate up. Keep going, 10 more seconds. Take it back to 5-pointed star. Inhale. Forward fold, exhale, heels behind your toes. Take your weights, walk your weights to the front of your mat. Leave them there. Step back, plank pose. Bring your feet together. You can do variation 1 with the taps or jacks. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Chaturanga. Up dog, inhale. Down dog, exhale. 1 more standing series, and then we'll take a break. Last inhale. Exhale, let it go. Right leg high, inhale. Step through low lunge, exhale. Weights through your heart, through your shoulders. Rise up, crescent lunge. Put both weights into your hands, and then tricep kickbacks, knee dip optional for 10, 9, 8, 3, 2, and 1. Weights through your shoulders. Come into airplane pose. Bring the weights toward the floor. Establish your balance first. We're going to do wide reverse flies. So lift the weights out to the side. Keep a bend in the elbows. 8, 7, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, release your weights. Step back plank, chaturanga. Up dog, inhale. Down dog, exhale. Left leg lifts, step through. All right, we missed this at the beginning of class. Take your weight into your hands. Come up. We're going to extend that weight forward and bring that knee, pull the elbows in. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. Come all the way down. Take both weights into the hands. Nice long stance. Crescent lunge. Okay, chest press. You guys for breath? 90 degrees. Palms face out. Knee dip optional. Press it in. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands to your heart, airplane. Come forward, lift that right leg off the floor, bring your weights to the floor. Establish your balance first. Okay, elbows straight up. And this is 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Step back plank, chaturanga. Up dog, inhale. Down dog, exhale. Come take a seat, grab a drink. I need to catch my breath so I can move on. Okay, what you've been waiting for. Working arms and core strength. The key with this movement is we're going to be sliding the hands forward. We want to avoid dipping the hip down and losing our alignment in plank. So take 2 towels out in front of your mat. Place your hands on your towels. Press back into a strong plank pose. All right, and then slide that right hand forward. Slow the first time. Slide it back. Left hand forward without moving those hips as much as possible. All right, and right, left. And this is 5 and 4. 3, I'm shaking, and 2, and this is our last one. 1, good. You can let go of your towels, and we're going to make our way down onto our backs for some core, as if we haven't done enough already. Okay, bring the hands behind the head, interlace fingers, feet come straight up toward the ceiling. See if we can get those legs extended. Keep the elbows wide. Lift the chest toward the toes. Come up to the very bottom edge of your shoulder blades. See if we can keep the chest lifted and the arms wide to get into our upper core. And then start to lower those feet toward the floor. Just to hover and then pull them back up. We're only doing 5 of these. This is 4. Keep your chest lifted. This is 3. Last 2. Last 1. Good. Hug the knees into the chest. We're going to do nice, slow, controlled bicycle sit-ups. So bring the hands back behind the head. We're going to bring that left elbow to the right knee, left leg extends. Hold here, get your shoulders all the way up off the floor. Good, and then switch, right elbow to left knee. Okay, and then you can keep the knees bent or straighten them. We're gonna switch, switch. 7, 6, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hug the knees in. Okay, roll on the spine with very little momentum. Boat pose, hold here. Legs can be at 90 degrees or straight. We can hold the backs of the legs or extend the fingertips. And then let's roll back very slowly with very little momentum. We're not hurling our body forward. Hold here for 3, 2, 1. One more time. Roll back. Very little momentum. For 3, 2, 1. Now hug your knees in with momentum. Roll back. You can use your hands or not. Come forward. Chair. And back. Getting the heart rate up. Chair. Or you can stay in a low squat. 5, 4, 3, you've got it, nice. 2, last one. 1, forward fold, step back plank, come into forearm plank. Left forearm, right in line with one another. And from here, bring your toes to touch and hip dips. And right, and left. And this is 5, and 4, and 3, 2, 1. Bring the knees toward the floor, cross over the ankles, take a seat. All right, we're moving into reverse tabletop. We did this on Wednesday. We're gonna bring the wrists right underneath the shoulders. Bring your hands a little bit wider than shoulder distance apart, just a smidge. Feet at hip distance apart. Lift up. Make any adjustments so those ankles are underneath the knees. Wrists are right underneath the shoulders, and then lift those hips. Good. Head is in line with the spine. Gazing up at the ceiling. Take one more inhale, lift. As we exhale, bring the hips between the hands to hover. Flex the toes back. Good. Lift and release. Keep going. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come all the way down. Cross over the ankles. Come to the knee or to the shins. Take hold of your weights. Kind of like a little active rest here. So we're going to come up to kneeling. Tuck both toes under. Get the hips right over the knees. Palms face out. Okay, now optional. You can either just do straight up bicep curls here, or if you want to add leg work, we lift, come back, wait, lower, come back, lift, come up. Okay, so that's optional. This is 7, 6, 5, and 4, 3, and 2, 1. Place your weights on the floor. I'm going to keep that right weight in your right hand. Place your left hand on the mat. We're going to come into side plank. So step your feet back. You can either stack your feet or stagger them. You can take right foot or left knee to the floor. Okay, getting into the obliques. Right arm straight up. We're going to reach it underneath the body as far back as we can and extend and reach. Squeeze, reach, and twist. That's 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Extend, release, down dog. Good. All right, from here, 30 seconds, mountain climbers, go. Almost there. We have 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Down dog. Inhale through the nose. Let it go through the mouth. And again. Let it go. Last one. All right, so same leg. Right leg high. Step through. Take your weights to your heart. Rise up, crescent. Open up, warrior two, exhale. Straighten through your right leg, reverse triangle, right arm up, and then come into triangle pose. We're gonna bring that right weight to the floor. Left weight extends to the ceiling. All right, now from here, bring both weights to your heart. So elbows are bent. Good. Off your knee? Yes. Now, use your core. Lift up. Extend. Weights to your heart. Extend down like you're coming into triangle. Open the arms. Yeah. All right. Good job. Come all the way back up. A lot of core strength. Extend. And arm strength. Extend. Back. Center. Extend. Extend. To heart, upright, extend to heart. Last one, extend to heart. Open it up, sink down, warrior two. Reverse warrior, up and back. Low lunge, step back plank, lower chaturanga. Dog inhale. Down dog, exhale. Come down onto your knees. Take the left weight into your hand. Right hand is your foundation. Come into side plank. Stack or stagger your feet. Knee or foot to the floor. Left arm up. Ooh, get your balance, get my balance. All right, twist and reach. And lift, twist and reach. And lift. 7, 6, 5, 4, last 3, 2, 1. Come back to downward facing dog. 2 more breaths. Last breath. Left leg high, low lunge. Rise up, crescent lunge. Open up to warrior two. Okay, reverse triangle. Straight through left leg, right hand down, left arm up, and then triangle pose. Left hand down, right arm up toward the ceiling. All right, so lift that left weight, bring your hands to your heart, elbows face out, and then come upright, extend, heart, lean, open, heart, upright, open. This is 5 and 4 and 3. Last 2. 1. Extend, warrior 2. Reverse, low lunge. Step back plank, chaturanga. dog, down dog. Couple recovery breaths. Last one. Good. Look forward to the front of your mat. Step or float forward. Forward fold. Take your weights into your hands. Rise up, tall mountain. Good. Weights to your heart. Left arm forward, right arm back. Keep your hips squared to the front. Yeah, good. So keep those hips level, or squared, I mean. Hold here. Good. Weights to your heart. Right arm forward, left arm back, hips squared to the front. Hold here. Last breath. Good. Weights to center. Sink into your chair. Okay, so we're working the core a little bit here. Bring that left elbow to the right knee. Twist. Hold here. Extend. Weights to your heart. Back to center. Twist. Extend. Weights to your heart. Back to center. Hold for 3 and 2 and 1. Forward fold. Release the weights. Step back plank and chaturanga. Exhale. Down dog. Up dog, down dog. Good. Come down onto your knees. Grab a sip. Lightheaded. I understand that one for sure. All right, so just like we did with reverse tabletop, we're going to take inverted plank, reverse plank. So the fingertips will point toward the heels. And this time, instead of bending the legs, we're going to keep the legs straight, lift the hips up off the floor, and we'll press those toes down toward the floor. Lift the chest, head is in line with the spine, maybe lift the gaze toward the ceiling. Okay, and from here, we're going to lower the hips, slide the heels back, hold, and then cross that right ankle and over the left. Lift the heels off the floor for 3, 2, 1. Switch it out. Left ankle over right. Hold for 3, 2, 1. Release. Good. So let's come into a tabletop position, and we'll work the glutes and the hamstrings here. So take one weight, place it behind the right knee, and tuck those right toes under. Give that weight a little squeeze. Make sure the shoulders are right over the wrists. And then we're going to lift that knee up so it comes in line with the hip. Head is in line with the spine. And then lower. And lift and lower. Good. And this is 4 and 3 and 2 and 1 and to the side for 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release the weight. Okay, what would an arms class be without push-ups? So we're going to take wide arm push-ups. Knees can be on the floor or lifted. We're going to bring that chest all the way down to the floor and then press it up and lower. And this is 5. Get low. 4, 3, 2, 1. Whew. Come back to tabletop position. Take one weight into your left back of your knee. Tuck those left toes under. Give the weight a squeeze. And lift. And lower. And lift. and 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. To the side for 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. Second set of push-ups. It's only 5. This time we're doing tricep push-ups, basically chaturanga push-ups. Step back. Knees can be on the floor or lifted, your choice, and lower and lift for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, take one weight, come down onto the back. Bring your legs to butterfly. Come all the way down. All right, we're gonna do butterfly sit-ups. Option to have the feet on the floor or off the floor. We're gonna lift and extend all the way to a seat and lower. And lift and lower. I don't know if you can lift your feet off the floor actually. Maybe someone can. Good, and this is 5. Get an upright spine when you come up. And 4. And 3. And 2. And 1. Take your other weight while you're up here. Come all the way down onto the back. Bend the legs, feet flat to the floor. And then if you have a heavier set or you want to double up on weights, chest presses. Chest is a little bit stronger, so we're going to just bring those weights straight up overhead. And then your elbows are basically going to come to tap the floor wide and press. Probably not as challenging with light weights, but we're getting into the pectorals. And this is 5 and 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, bring those weights to the hips. We're gonna get right back in there to the glutes and the spine. So lift the hips off the floor, press into the heels, and inhale, lift. Exhale, lower to hover. Lift. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it here if you can. You can stay here lifting and lowering both hips or extend right leg high and lower. This really gets into the hamstring. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's no joke. Left leg up. Good, and lower. And that's 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come all the way down. Release your weights. All right, roll through to plank. And then lower all the way down onto the belly. We'll do some spine strengthening. Okay, so from here, bring your feet to hip distance apart or mat distance apart. Hands come a little bit wider than shoulder distance apart. Head to the floor. Lift everything off the floor. Good, and then squeeze those elbows back and back. Squeeze for 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rest, ear to the mat, arms by the side. 1 more breath. Both hands straight out in front of you, feet at hip distance apart. Lift everything off the floor, and then flutter hands and feet. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, opposite ear. One more breath. Chin to the mat. Both hands behind the head. Lift everything, or keep the feet on the floor. Lift the chest off the floor and the arms off the floor. And elbow to the left, to the right. Left, right. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, last one. Good, ear to the mat, arms by the side. Last breath. Good, and then counter stretch for our spine strengthening. Let's take child's pose, come all the way back. All right, let's stretch the shoulders with puppy pose, so a little more dramatic than child's pose. We'll keep the hips right over the knees. And then start to walk the arms forward and a little bit wider than shoulder distance apart. Get them pretty far out there. And then bring those hips back over the knees. Release the chest and forehead to the floor. Last breath. Walk the hands back up underneath the shoulders. We're going to come into modified side plank. So kick that left foot out to the side. Left hand is your foundation. Reach that right arm up. And then lift that right leg off the floor. Extend that right arm forward. And then bring elbow to knee. Nice crunch there. Extend and squeeze. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one. Squeeze it in tight. Good, and switch sides. So kick that right foot off to the right. Right hand's your foundation. Extend that left leg back. Left arm reaches up. Extend the left arm forward and lift that left leg off the floor. And then elbow to knee. Squeeze it in. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come back, tabletop. Press back down, dog. And let's take some hip stretches. So right leg high, we'll come into half pigeon. Bring that right knee toward the right wrist, shin toward parallel with the front of the mat. Extend, sit up nice and tall. And then walk the hands forward. Bring forehead toward the hands or the floor or a block. Last breath. Come back up onto the hands. We'll take the quad stretch here. So bend that left leg and reach the left hand around for the foot. Good. And then you can take the twist if you want and start to spiral that shoulder back. And then pull the left heel in toward the hip. If you don't want to take the twist, bring the hand to the outside of the foot and keep the shoulders squared and just pull that heel in. Whatever you feel that your body needs here. Last breath. And release. Come back up to down dog. or three-legged dog, I guess. So bring that right leg high. And then if you want a little chest opener and back bend, open that leg, bend the leg, option to flip. Extend that right arm back. Just open through the chest. Drop the head back. Last breath here. And then release, downward facing dog. Let's take half pigeon on the other side. Left leg lifts. Half pigeon. Extend the spine long, lift. Good, and then come down onto a block, the hands or the floor. Make any adjustments that are needed so there's no impingement in the knee, no tweaking, no discomfort. Last breath. Come all the way back up. For the quad stretch, bend that right leg, reach that right hand around for the foot. For the twist, just start to roll the right shoulder open, look back toward the foot, pull the heel in. And if you don't want the twist, hand comes to the outside of the foot, we square off the shoulders and pull the heel in. Last breath. And release. Come back to three-legged dog, left leg lifts. Option to open the hip, bend the leg. You can stay here. Or you can flip, left foot to the floor. Reach that left arm forward, release the head back. Last breath. Down dog is the release. Then just pedal out the feet. Good, come down, cross over the ankles. Take one seated forward fold, Paschimottanasana. Extend those legs long, clear the sitting bones. Lift both arms up overhead, active through the toes, active through the legs. Heels are even lifting off the floor. And then we forward fold over the legs. Keep the spine nice and long, chest lifted, forehead reaching toward the toes. And then for these last two breaths, option to round through the upper back and release the forehead toward the knees. And slow release. Rise all the way back up. Bend both legs, feet to the floor. And lower slowly down onto the back, one vertebra at a time. A little control in the core. Good. And then once we arrive on our backs, we'll take one bridge pose. Plant the hands by the hips, pull the heels in. Lift the hips off the floor. Option for chest expansion if you want to roll onto the outer edges of the shoulders and interlace fingers underneath the hips. Last inhale. And slowly roll down. Bring the arms into goalpost or capital T, release the knees to the right. You can stack or stagger the knees, place the right foot on the left knee if that feels comfortable. Draw the knees back through center. Release them in the opposite direction. stack or stagger the legs. Arms at goalpost or T. Bring the knees back through center. Pull the knees into the chest. Separate knees and feet. Reach for the outer edges of the feet and press the tailbone down toward the floor. Pull the knees down toward the floor. And we can rock side to side, massaging out the spine. Come back towards center. One final squeeze. Good, and then making our way towards Shavasana, we'll extend those legs long. Let the feet fall open. Arms release alongside the body, palms face up. Extend long through the neck. And then just soften through the toes. Working our way up our legs, softening through calves, knees, thighs, and hips. Let the belly be soft, the breath becomes soft and natural. Let go of our Ujjayi breath. Soften through the chest, shoulders, arms, and fingertips. Let the jaw relax. Soft forehead between the eyes. Just move into a place of complete release and surrender. Start to bring awareness back into the body, wiggling fingers and toes, rolling wrists and ankles. Working toward a full body stretch. Arms up overhead, reaching fingertips to toes, and then rolling onto the side. Pulling the knees in toward the chest, cradling the head and the arm. Take this last moment here to acknowledge your practice. Find a moment of gratitude for this amazingly strong body that can carry you through this practice. Set an intention or a dedication for the rest of your day. And slowly press up, making your way all the way to a seat. And a nice tall spine, bring the hands to the heart. Inhale through the nose, fill all the way up. Hold it at the top, and then when you're ready, release it through the mouth. Today, as you go forward, may you have peace in your thoughts, peace in your words, peace in your heart. Namaste.